beautiful. How you doing? You all right? You a preacher? This your church? I ain't never seen a reverend in skates.
Incoming call from Sugar Lips. Incoming call from
my
Sugar
car's
Lips.
going off because that's
Incoming call
Hold
from
on.
Sugar Lips. Call declined.
it's messed up. I apologize. It kept beeping.
Danny, girl, your crazy ass still skating.
What is up?
Oh man, you know I can't call it. How you doing?
I'm good, you know. It's just me and Wes now.
It's too hot for hugging Mama.
That's a fair point. I got shorted today, and then that's why you see me going around doing post pals and everything, because I just need to get this apartment.
Where are my wontons? I didn't see any wontons on your order.
Maybe you dropped them while you were skating.
I'm gonna be back at 5 o'clock, okay?
And then can we sleep inside?
Yes, of course we can sleep inside. Just kidding, because we always sleep inside.
Mommy, can we go home now?
But you love camping. You used to camp with Daddy all the time.
No, but we didn't camp this long.
Danny, you live on the side of the road in a tent?
She's just a little girl. I don't want her to know this stuff.
I can get you the rest soon. I really need this place.
I'm sorry, Danny. It's not enough.
You ain't got to be out here in those skates. You can come with me. There's a little something for you. Make your next move your best move, baby.
Thanks, Daddy.
Have I ever told you about angel wishes? You take Daddy's ring and you say, I wish that Wes would give me a big smile. See? It works.
Danny, wait, are you okay? You guys good?
I'll be right there for you. Right there for you.
Hello.
There she is. Good morning. How are you?
Good morning. How are you doing?
I'm doing great. I'm so excited to talk to you about this film.
Oh, man.
Read your history and everything. Gosh, I'm so proud of you. You know, you're just an amazing woman. You really are. And you're just starting. That's what's so incredible.
That's so sweet. Thank you. I'm going to call you every morning. So
I'll give you encouragement every time. Is Deon joining us today, or is it just me?
He is. He's getting off another interview right now. So he's coming right. He'll be right in with us.
No worries.
How's your day going though this morning?
It's going great now. You're my first interview today. Only two today, so that's great. So I'm talking to you, and then later this afternoon, the director of that new Showtime series from Brian Grazer about Tekashi 6ix9ine.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so it's a light day. Usually I have like 7 or 8 interviews, but this is a light week. So.
Oh, that's good. That's good. It's nice having a little bit of a breather.
It is. So you excited about South by Southwest coming up?
I am. We're finishing. We've got like 2 more days of posts, and we're like finishing like the closed captions and things like that. And then once it's delivered, I can finally be like, wait, we're in South by?
Come on, Kelley, admit it. It's never finished in your eyes, is it? You're always like, I want to do something, you could be messing with this movie for years, huh?
For years. They say, what do they say? Films are never finished, they're abandoned.
Yes. Oh, there he is.
Yeah.
Hey, how you doing?
Well, hello, Deon. What's going on? Jeff in Vegas. Thanks for joining us.
Hey, thanks. Thanks for having me.
Oh, my pleasure. Well, Kelley and I have been getting acquainted, so I'm excited to talk to you both today about I'm Fine, thanks for asking. Kelley, so it's about a widowed mother who becomes homeless, convinces her 8-year-old daughter they're camping and working to get them off the streets. Is this a personal story for you? Does it have a personal meaning? How did you come up with the idea for this?
So there's elements of personal in there, but really it's been just a reflection of the world around us and what's happening right now. So I woke up one morning after talking, as the pandemic went on, and especially in this industry, how a lot of us lost work, things were going on. A lot of my friends who graduated from University of Southern California with me for our master's in film, were deciding to quit the industry. And I say that, I bring up that, it was master's in film, because you spend a lot of money on your education to do this work, and to just be like, I give up, is heartbreaking to me. And so after hearing quite a few of my friends saying that they're thinking they're quitting, just one day in July, I woke up with this pressing feeling that I need to make something now. I didn't know what it was. I didn't know what was what. I just know it had to happen. So I reached out to my writing partner, Deon, and my girls from USC, Angelique Molina and Roma Kong. And I said, look, I got a stimulus check. What can we do? And so when we started throwing ideas around, one of the things that I had noticed living in Santa Monica is that there's a large homeless population in Los Angeles in general, but especially like in Venice and Santa Monica area. And there had been a significant increase in women on the streets. And I mean, just being on the streets alone is dangerous, but being a woman on the street is even more dangerous. And on top of that, I had wasn't able to pay rent for 3 months. And if that had never happened in my whole life, always have rent, always, always, always. And if there was not a moratorium in our city, like there's not everywhere, and where would I've been, you know? And it just, the pandemic really shows you how many of us are for real, paycheck to paycheck, gig to gig. It really exposed the vulnerability. And so then we decided to tell this story because it impacts all of us.
Well, Kelley, you know, being a film critic for 26 years, this is my 26th year. When the movie theaters closed last year, I was in the same boat. Everything, my career was over overnight, and I've been learning streaming and all these other things. My revenue has dried up. And I'm with you. If I didn't have that CDC order, you know, I don't know what I would be doing, you know. So, and I can't imagine, you know, I had some money to live off and getting unemployment now, but I can't imagine so many families. I mean, you watch the news every night, you know, they need to forgive rent because they're just, it's impossible, you know, and this is no choice of our own, you know, it's all about COVID. So, yeah. You know, I just feel for you, especially, you know, Black and Latino families and low income, they're affected even more. You know, and they're being forgotten. So yeah, so this film I think is so timely and important more than ever. And you know, and Deon, this is an LA story first and foremost, isn't it? Of San Fernando Valley, but it could be anywhere in the country, couldn't it?
Yes, and it could be anywhere, and it is. It's everywhere. It's everywhere, and every state, every country, and it's something that I'm quite sure a lot of people can resonate with. And if it didn't happen to them, it probably happened to somebody close to them, somebody that they know. But everybody was affected by this pandemic, and this should at least spark the minds of those that can help, because every little bit helps. And hopefully that's something that we wanted to, you know, create as well, awareness to get people to help those that are in need or whatever, you know. And so hopefully it does.
Oh, you're muted, Jeff.
You know, your character, when you rolled up with all those hundreds, and I kept thinking to myself, you know, it's like, it really, the COVID crisis really made me reevaluate money. $100 is a lot of money, and you could make that stretch a long way.
It's a lot of money. That scene was like, so, it was so crazy, because it was like, here's a guy that's just like throwing it away, like, you know what I mean? When somebody else was nothing to somebody, is everything to another person. You know what I mean? And we were hoping to spark the minds of those to realize that, you know, this $200 that he's throwing on the ground is $200 that's a life and death situation for her. Mm-hmm. So it was important to, you know, add that element and character to it.
And Kelley, tell me about finding Wesley, because when did you know you found your co-star? When did that happen?
So the another element that makes this movie so interesting is that it had to be all of us acting in the movie, you know, and to keep it COVID safe, because it's like, how are we going to shoot a feature film during the pandemic? And we can't cast, we can't like hold a casting. And so and keep the set under 10 people. So I told the crew, well, we all have to act in it. And of course that created a lot of anxiety for people, but we managed to do it. And one of the people is Wesley. She's a family friend, a family friend's daughter. And ever since she was like 2, when I first got to like meet her in person, everyone was like, she looks like your kid. Like, you guys look like you belong together. So there's always been that running joke of Wesley looking like she's mine and I look like her mom. So then when we decided that we were going to tell this story, I immediately called her parents, John and Steph, and said, hey, I need my daughter for this movie. And they were of great support, but we kept it in the circle. We kept it tight in the family, within like people that we know close, to just try to keep everything COVID safe, you know.
And Deon, Kelley's a tour de force, isn't she? She's a writer, director, star, producer. She's the definition of an auteur filmmaker. Were you impressed with her early on?
Oh man, was I? I mean, from our first conversations led me to it. Just I knew she got it. I was like this, oh, she gets it. And the more we talked, I was like, oh man. And not only does she get it, she even gets me, you know. And I was like, that's unique. That somebody gets me. I'm like, wow. And so the more we talked, the more it's just like, man, we shared different visions, and man, when we got together, I knew it was something special when we were writing certain things, and when we was talking about ideas, I just knew it was something special. But to see it come to fruition, it was like, wow, like this is crazy. And for our first project to be what it's doing, it's like, wow.
And I was looking at some of the production photos. This wasn't a huge production with giant cameras and lights. What did you shoot this on, Kelley? It looked like you just had like a little cannon or something.
It was a black magic. And I remember like when it was a 6K black magic. And so it was real tiny. And I remember when Deon came to set for us to shoot his scene, and we just had a boom operator and this tiny little camera. I was like,
you know, Deon, I think I know what your next project should be. I think you should do a remake of Roller Boogie, because Kelley was so incredible on those roller skates.
Yo, I tell you this much too, and this is how divine like intervention works or whatever. I guess that's the word for it. But you know, what we shot that on, to me, was necessary, because it also showed the struggle of the movie. It wasn't like something that was like beautiful. It didn't need to be beautiful, because it wasn't beautiful. And so therefore, I think it added to the way you felt and the way other people felt when they saw it, that this was not overly produced, which made sense to the film itself.
Yeah, the essence of it.
Yeah, it to me, it tied all in, you know.
Well, I'm so excited for you to be premiering at South by Southwest. Congratulations on that. And I'm excited what you're going to do next, because I'd love finding new talent. And Kelley, I'm just, again, like I told you at the beginning of the interview, I'm so proud of you. So, because I wanted to go to film school when I was a kid. You know, I saw Close Encounters of the Third Kind, and I wanted to be a director and I wanted to be a producer. So,
there we go. Because it was very delayed.
We have bad
UNLV
weather.
is fantastic. Can you hear?
Yeah, I can hear you. We have bad weather here today, so the internet's all going crazy here. So massive winds at 70 miles an hour. So
yeah,
thank you both so much. Good luck with South by Southwest.
Jeff, thank you so much.
This has been a great thrill. Take care.
It's not really. It's
okay. Well, thank you both so much.
Thanks, Jeff.
Take care. We'll talk again soon.
Thank you, Jeff. Appreciate you.
Thank you.
Bye.